Hello everyone! So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use a tool known as Peergrade. This is a great teaching tool for writing heavy classes like for English literature and creative writing, but it could also be used for history or science if you were to ask students to write a paper of any kind. The great part about Peergrade is that it's free for any teacher to use, and so you can make a free account on its website, which I've included a link to at the end of this video. When you finish signing up for Peergrade, you'll be brought to a dashboard just like this. You'll want to begin by creating a class, which I've showed an arrow to. After clicking Create Class, you'll be brought to this page. You'll want to include the class title, which I put African American Literature, the Spirituals, as that's the class my teaching tool surrounds. Then you'll want to click Create New Class. When you finish creating the class, you'll be brought to the class dashboard. Here is where you'll be able to make the assignment. You'll want to click Create Assignment in the bottom left corner, which the arrow points to, and then you'll be brought to the Create New Assignment page. You'll be able to type the assignment title, and you'll be able to add a description of the assignment and attach any files you may want to upload, such as a rubric. Then you'll see the Submission Details section. This is where you can limit the students to what types of files they can submit, like a Word document or a PDF file. As you may have already guessed from the name of the website, Peergrade, this website is designed to help students learn how to peer review one another's work. And so in this section, you can see groups and feedback, and this is where you can define how many peer reviews the students will do. So in this case, I've assigned 2 peer reviews for each student. In the next section, you have the advanced settings. This is to control what the student is able to see. You'll also see towards the bottom about the grades and the weighting. So this can also be used to determine students' grades and to give them feedback as a teacher as well. When you're finished with this page, you can scroll to the bottom and click Next. On the next page, you will see the feedback rubric. This is where you can insert questions that the students have to answer in the peer reviews. So it might be a question about the thesis or about the essay as a whole that the student will have to answer in 1 or more words. There's also the option to do just yes or no questions. So there's a lot you can do with this feedback rubric section that I'll be showing. You'll have the option to create sections. You can see that I've made 2 sections here, grammar and mechanics and thesis, and then on the above where the arrow is pointing, you can insert questions into these sections that you want the students to answer. You can see a couple more example sections I've made above, like supportive evidence and writing organization. When you're finished with all these sections and making the questions, you can scroll to the bottom and hit Next. And then on the next page, you'll be brought to the dates for the assignment. So you can see the submission due date, the feedback due dates. I've just put in some random ones here. When you're done with all of that, you can click to create the assessment. And when you've clicked that, you'll get this little pop-up that says Success with a check mark and a little party popper. And when you're finished with that, you can click OK. And then you'll be brought to this page with an overview of the assessment. You can see in the above that it has the description of the assignment. You can click Read More to see what you've written. It also has the requirements to the side, and it also has all the deadlines listed here, so you can see when each part is due for the assignment. And then towards the bottom here, you'll see the activity and the grade distribution. The activity is really cool in that you can see when the students have submitted the papers and also when they've given feedback. The grade distribution is also a really handy tool, as you'll be able to see how the students have done after the grading is finished, and you'll be able to measure their success and achievement. And when you're finished with all of that, you can come back to the class dashboard or the class overview page. You'll be able to see any active assignments at the top and any of your course activities. I currently don't have any active, as the assessment, which I just made, would not open until January 1st of 2018. But to the left here, you can also see the assessments, and you'll be able to see the assignment I just created, which is called Essay Draft. So I think that this tool overall can be really handy for creating those kind of assignments where you want the students to be doing peer review for one another, or where you want to provide them with peer review. And I think this is a great tool for doing exactly that. Like I mentioned before, I've included a link at the end here. I hope this is helpful to you guys. Thanks.